Hold on, we're going live. We're live! We're live, Bruce. Don't say anything bad. Actually, it's not picking you up, and I don't know why. Oh no, it should work. Because I have options, go into playback. So cable input is my playback. And then go into settings, audio, cable input, voice meter input. All of that should be correct, and it's not picking you up. Go ahead and start talking. I don't know. It better not be broken for my broadcast.
Screw this up. But is it working in the other channel? Oh my god. What are you supposed to do now?
We are going to duplicate this channel.
Nope.
Scene collection. Duplicate. Okay. Now we are there. Let's go, okay, go ahead and talk for me.
So does it need to be colorized a different color, or is red gonna work? I'm not sure what's gonna work best for me.
Well, I don't care about you. I only care about me.
This dark maroon.
Alright,
See what that
it's working. I got you now.
You don't have me. It's not fixed.
It is too fixed.
I'll tell you when it's fixed. I'll freaking tell you when it's fixed.
You don't tell me. Don't tell me how to live my life. Fixed. You know what? I can mute you. I can mute you. Look, you're muted. Now nobody can hear you. They just hear me.
I can mute you.
Okay, so then I need to set up my Twitch stream to this. Alright, so let's go ahead. And we'll call this, that's intro, Grace. Let's just go ahead. New one, new scene. Okay, so that is made. This is in the simulator. That means I need to open up iRacing. We'll do that in a minute. Sim. Okay, add a simulator. Add a source to that. That's why you guys can't see anything. We're gonna do display capture. Hit OK. Hit OK. And now you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so what we did a scene, added a scene here, hit the plus mark. Right, Bruce? Hit the plus mark? Or how do you do it?
To add a scene?
Yeah, to add a scene.
Just what you just did there.
Oh, man. So, is that a good way to do it? You got any other ways?
Suppose you could right click and add. Yeah, you can right click.
Look at that. Right click and add. Okay.
There's that option. There's always that option.
What do we do with that one?
Make another scene. Quit making a scene.
I'll do what I want. Okay, so here's my intro. So let's go to properties. Pick a new picture. Alright. That is made. That's my intro screen. this is display capture. Let's go ahead and just that. Go ahead
We
and
take you down
remove
onto the track for our opening
this.
ceremonies.
No, let's keep that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Keep some of this
please.
stuff. All right. So now, do you do what I do, Bruce? Do you put stuff in order of how often you're going to use it, or in order of the night's events?
I only have 3 things, and I have the intro on top, the simulator in the middle, and out of sim on the bottom. So sort of how it would go in order.
Yeah, I put mine in order too.
But the out of sim, and I have testicle as the test scene I was trying tonight. I could probably just minimize or hit the minus sign and get rid of that one. But yeah, you would normally go top to bottom, I would think. But I'm not sure.
That's
You
how I do
know,
it.
I'm thinking there might be. You know, there's every time I watch somebody's stream, I go, oh, that's how they're doing that. So it almost seems like you could do a lot of this with just one scene. Like almost all of it. When you're, when we did that, the tools, the scene collection thing the other day,
Uh-huh.
or not, the automatic scene switching. After we got done, I had to shut it off because it was jacking me up.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's.
But I thought of a different way to do it, and I think there's a better way to do it. What we want to have is, instead of when, how did we do it? When the iRacing simulator isn't there,
Correct.
it would switch to out of sim. That's the way we should do it. Instead, what we did was, when the iRacing simulator is there, switch to the in simulator. What we should do is the other way around. So that when the simulator is not there, it goes to the out of sim. So it's never on the in racing thing when the simulator isn't running. Which is, I think, the opposite of the way we did it. But I couldn't figure out how to do it the way I wanted to do it, so I gave up. And I think the only reason I'm not doing the display version is that the bet bot doesn't work in display capture. At least the way I've got it configured.
All right.
Working?
Oh yeah, we're working. We are working. We are setting up stuff. Boom. Looks good. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Now we add image. Alright, there's a logo. Background. I like our background a lot right now. Looks great. Display capture. Let's crop out. Holding down the Alt key, cropping out top toolbar. Ooh, actually, do it this way. Oop, too big. What's up, Iowa? How you doing? Alright, that's cropped out. Okay, so, yeah, we're making good progress here, Bruce.
Stud.
You're a stud.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, you did a race tonight. Probably in a lot better finishing position than what I did. Alright, so we got a logo. We got what we're showing off. We're not in the sim. Ooh, well, let's add a camera. We need to add our camera. Custom. 1920 by 1080. Right. MJ Peg. Peg. Have you ever been pegged?
Been pegged a loser. That count?
Eh. No.
No. Alright, I'm gonna jet.
Alright, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, later.
Hey, don't send me messages. Hopefully, whatever you got going on gets fixed. But that just sounds like weird stuff.
Yeah, I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. And it's just random.
Yeah.
Random
Alright,
times
man.
of the day.
Alright,
So
man. Have a good
I don't
night.
get it. Alright, later.
Later. Alright, well, now that he's gone. So, let's put an outline around here. It can be any color. So let's go back to Photoshop. Get this out of our way for the moment. So now we're in Photoshop. We need to make an image. So we can turn this layer off. Go to our paint bucket. Let's make it black. Do a new layer. That was group. Let's do a new layer. Then we'll do that. Now we have a 1920 by 1080 black image. Iowa Farmer, you got TeamSpeak? You want to come join me in TeamSpeak? Now we can just save this. Save as. We'll make it a PNG. And it's literally just a black square. Black 1920 by 1080. Hit OK. And now what we do with that is we come over, add an image. Black. Oh, all right, Iowa. Well, thanks for hanging out with me for a minute. I'm kind of doing this because a lot of people here lately have hit me up for this stuff. So I'm gonna kind of show them some things I know. Not everything's the right way or the best way. It's what I know, so. So we've made that. It's covered everything up because it's on our first layer. So we move it down. It's between our background, which was the carbon fiber, and here. And now what we do, we can scale this down or move it. And now we have a little bit of a black outline around here. So that shows you, a black outline. It can become any color, really. So that's that. What else should we add? Go to haven't been here in a while. I don't remember. Well, there's the Kutu apps. So we got it downloaded. That counts for something. Okay. So we've made our end sim, but it's got no sources. Nobody can hear a thing. So as we always do, we're gonna add a scene. So it's in sim. We're gonna add a source. Go to in sim, add a source. But we need to have our game capture open because I want to do this in game capture. So we're gonna go ahead and open up iRacing. Super easy. Just open up a test session. Okay, so test session is open. So now, what we can do is we can go to what we titled in sim. We have no sources here, so that's why everything is blank. We're going to add a source, the plus sign underneath sources. And we are going to go to game capture. Hit OK. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this since you guys can't see it, because that's super helpful for you, I'm sure. Alright, so now our game is displayed. So what I did here is pretty much just went plus sign, game capture. I won't call this 2, that's fine. You can call it whatever you want at that point, and move to capture specific window, and then iRacing, or whatever game it is you want to capture, but you move it to capture specific window here. In this case, it's going to be iRacing. Hit OK. Now you can change the scaling if you want. Does that, and then I've never done force scaling before, so that's not what I wanted to play with right now. So we'll just go away. It's gone. So game capture, we'll call this iRacing. Capture specific window, iRacing, boom, done. And okay. Now so because I did the force scaling, it's got it crammed up in here. But however, if I go to my in sim that was not set up like that, now you can see we have a 3 monitor setup. Here is what I use, and you can't see it, but what I can do is drag this all the way over, or I can right click, transform, center to screen. Now it's centered to screen, and I am only capturing my middle monitor, which is 1920 by 1080. And we now have iRacing being captured. And for all intents and purposes, you are ready to go. We're going to go ahead and delete this out. All right. We've added logos. We got a display capture, which display capture, as you can see, red box goes around this stuff with that green outline that was cropped. To crop, you just hold down the Alt key and click one of the red circles. Pretty easy to do. Don't hold down the Alt key, you can scale stuff down. If you wanted to use the arrow keys to move something, I'm holding down the arrow key. Here's my hand that I'm right-handed. This is the mouse hand. It's still moving. I'm holding down the arrow key. Hey, hold down the arrow key. Yep, there it goes. Glad I was wearing pants in that situation. You can move stuff with the arrow key, kind of a fine-tune adjustment. We can make a outline around this, same way we made this outline. So like here, if we turn this off, they are black, just frame. All right. So that was, this outline any color, and like, you can go paint.net, go to paint.net, and that's a free Photoshop knockoff, so to speak. GIMP.net will work, anything like that, and you can really just start making your own graphics quite easily, especially a full block color, and then you just scale it to make it as an outline. So again, let's do I don't know, we can do anything right here for this outline. So let's go ahead and add another image. Oh wait, let's see what I got here. We'll call this one camera outline. Go to browse. Anything in here? Can do that. Okay, so now that's in there. We can scale this as big as we need it to be. But we also need to make sure we put it behind our camera because we're trying to make it as an outline. Then we just move it into place. Get it to where everything looks pretty even. Doesn't gotta be perfect. Can be if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be. So now you got a red outline around your camera. That's how you make an outline. Pretty simple. So far, nothing's really been too difficult. Still got all our scenes over here. So like, let's say I want to click this one. Now it's playing a commercial. While this is playing, I'm going to go ahead and add another scene. Make it the display capture. And that way you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. Still, while this is going on. So here's my camera. Or, sorry, not camera. This is display capture. Here's the commercial that's playing. If you look, desktop audio is silent. The commercial is playing. Go ahead and turn this down. So the commercial is playing, it's making noise, but it's not showing up here. Well, the reason why we did that, you can have a conversation, you can, have a moment to yourself, but that is where was that? How do you set that up? Good grief. I think it comes default that way. I think. Try and figure this out. Audio. I don't know. I am not the smartest person. I'm just doing this for fun. Anyways, there's a way to do it. Really don't understand why can't I remember this stuff? Yeah, we'll find it. Well, maybe it's just something that's automatic now in OBS. There used to be a thing you had to click and it was easy to get to, but I'm not seeing where it's at. Oh well, who cares? Moving on. So yeah, so commercial playing in the background. You're not like, it's not being picked up in the desktop audio, but it is still being put out. So you do always need to pay attention. One thing I like to make sure is the sounds. You as the talker, presenter, try and get your levels right up here in the yellows. 20 to 15. That'd be a great area. We can play this again. Now let's do another one. So we go to, I'm going to add an iRacing Roval commercial. Again, I'm going to need to add the scene or a source. Make it display captures. Make sure your commercials are at this same sound level that you're at, or a little bit less. You always want to make sure that you're not louder, and all you do is just a little change here and there. Not that hard. Again, we're going to go to another commercial.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made.
Display capture.
This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks,
display capture,
fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50
here,
series to choose from.
at existing, clicking that one.
6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes.
But you do want to make sure your microphone levels,
This is the original,
and your commercial levels, whatever, they're all good. So you always want to keep an eye on them. That's really all I'm trying to say here. Just keep an eye on it. So like right now it's quiet. I turned it down so you can hear me, because like I said, I want to make sure you can hear me. That level is right there. Let's say we want to get rid of, we go into this Max Speed TV commercial scene. We don't want to show our display source, but we don't want to get rid of it. Just turn the eyeball off. That is right here. Let's say we want to lock this so we can't accidentally move it. Pretty simple. Easy peasy. I have snap turned on, so like, see how it snaps to the edges? You can of course push past that. It's nice to have those snaps on. And lock that. Now I can't move it. We can also turn it back off. New commercial. And I mean, you just have your scenes, set up your sources. It's all right there. Should probably change the title of this. Alright, that was incorrectly titled. Now we got that fixed. But yeah. So there you go. So we've put some outlines around our cameras in a pretty simple way. Got an outline around here. We got some images. Any number of things you want to add, you just put it here. Scenes. Scenes are your paragraphs of a book. Sources are your chapters. Oh my gosh, I could say that correctly. Scenes are your chapters. Sources are your paragraphs. Wow. Good thing this is being streamed live, and I never make mistakes while live streaming. Ugh. Alright. So that's setting up scenes, sources. Quick and easy way to get some outlines around your stuff. We can even go to this one here. And let's say we want to add another black outline to something. And we just go to add, image, add existing, and then black 1920 by 1080. We've added it once again. And scale it down. Say we want to put it behind our logo, so do this here. Let's go ahead and rename it because it's not the same deal. Now it's 2.0. Whatever. See, it's changed it here and here because you did add existing. Okay. If you wanted a whole new one and you didn't want to have it change names, you just go to image and again create new. So anytime you go to add existing, it's going to change it throughout whatever you have it on. But you can have this as many times as you need it. And that's the same for any sources. Now we got 3 of these black block boxes up. It just keeps going and going. Gotta select one, ding dong. Alright. So you can have all these up that you need. Now I got those. Again, you can make them disappear or right click and remove, or just highlight it, hit delete. That works as well. So let's say we want to put this behind our logo. Again, we're going to move it down. We moved it down, but we're still over here because these are dealing in layers. You just move it till it's set. There you go. Well, I hope this helps. It was fun. We didn't go over a whole lot. Just covered some pretty basic stuff of OBS. And setting up scenes and sources. Well, thanks for joining me. I think I'm gonna go to bed because it's past my bedtime. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining me. I'll catch y'all later.